I
Hey,
did get to
this
drive a
aircraft
forklift for about half the day.
All right.
this aircraft has a fail. All right. Why?
Welcome
When did
back,
it happen?
players, to the Seas of Rashadan. Where we last left off, the party had just started the buildup of their island. You had requested that a mill and a port be built up, if I'm correct. You also managed to convince a group of sailors to join you, and they're also moving their families over to the island as well to start up a new life. So you now have citizens there as well. You also managed to meet a couple of new NPCs to run on your crew. Specifically, where is my list? There we go. All right. Mortaris, a master of the seas, as he declares himself. He is a minotaur. Thalia, Granite Shield. She mostly works as a corsair, not as a corsair, but as a guard on most boats. She is also from the Earthen Monarchy, like Kongol, and from what some of you could ascertain, she also spent some time in the military there as well. And you also managed to meet a woman by the name of Morgana Le Fay. She has a son with her, and you offered her after helping her son get back to her, you offered her a place on your island, which she gladly accepted. There was a slight altercation between Morgana and Golomov that kind of had a self-realization point for Golomov, which some of you helped him through. And as you were leaving the port, there was a Drakengard vessel that apparently was looking to talk to you, and you left port in a post-haste. You managed to safely make it back to the island with your new crew. The Dwarven construction guild or group had already made it there, and they started working on the things that you requested to be built. And on the horizon, you saw what looks like that exact same vessel making a beeline straight for the island. And that is where we will start. So, what are you guys going to do now?
Well, Kill's going to go to wherever he placed his armor and start getting it back on.
Okay.
Everything is the same. So, reluctantly, because we could be fighting former comrades.
Okay, so 2 of your party members are armoring up. What are the other members of you doing?
I'm not there yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will introduce you here soon.
I don't really have a setup time.
I think you're pretty much resisting.
Gammon, what are you planning to do right now?
I'm overseeing the unloading of the ship, and I'm also going to prepare for a potential. Well, I'll put my armor on, but I'm not like preparing for war. I'm doing it calmly.
Okay.
Well, Kill is pretty much inland helping get stuff moving, so he has to kind of trot back. So
Okay.
I will be assisting in the unloading of the boat, and I still won't
Alright.
put a shirt on.
The ship is getting closer. You can very much see they do not have gun ports open right now, but they are sailing straight towards the island.
like towards where the
Where your
dockyard
ship is. They are
Okay.
they are heading right towards your ship.
They made the game brighter in the update.
Like beeline, like a
the ship-
ramming, For a
No,
ram?
they're not trying to ram you. They're actually
I mean-
pulling up alongside you right now.
Alright.
All right. The ship comes right alongside you, and they drop anchor. They then drop loading or boarding planks onto your boat, and they grapple you so that you cannot get away.
Kind of
I
hard
will
for
put
us to
down
get
what I
away.
had.
I would think it would be kind of hard for us to get away since we're kind of mourned at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. You've shown no hostilities, so the gun ports are still not open on the vessel.
Yeah.
But they grappled you nonetheless. As the boarding planks hit your deck, you suddenly see a group of Dragonborn and some humans head onto the deck of your ship. Your crew is a little startled right now. They're kind of looking at you guys like, what should we do?
Gammon motions for Kongol and what's the big chick's name?
Thalia?
To Thalia to kind of form up behind him, and I'm gonna walk over and ask what their business is here.
What are the rest of you going to do?
I will comply.
Kill.
So I'll be behind
I-
Gammon.
Kill starts talking to the crew to try to calm them down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Red Thor tells the crew near him, it's alright, that's standard procedure for the jacking.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Uh,
it's nothing to worry about. We would be worried if the gun ports were open.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say y'all are able to successfully calm the crew. Gammon, as you're standing like towards the what looks to be the more wider boarding plank, with Kongol and Thalia as pretty much your escorts. Golemov has also walked on deck, and he is looking at what's going on as well, but he's kind of staying a little bit towards the back. You see that same Tabaxi woman walk along the boarding plank, and what looks to be a Luxodon in full plate armor behind her, walking as well. She makes her way onto your deck, and she says, "Who is the master of this vessel?"
You're looking at him.
Did you not see us try to hell you down at port?
No.
Roll a deception.
Oh boy.
Deception.
That might be a persuasion.
No, he's trying to lie.
Oh no, I didn't know there was an actual deception skill there.
Mm-hmm. Towards the top.
I could have swore we flagged you down. But no matter. My name is Anastasia Folk of the Drakengard. I take it that your name is...
Gammon. Captain Gammon.
Captain Gammon. I believe you might have some answers for us, if I may talk to you in your quarters. You feel that this isn't really like a request, it's more of like a order.
I nod and motion her in the direction of the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Would
You lead...
I know this person from being in the Dragon Guard before?
No, she's not someone who's familiar to you, but you do know that she is a legate.
Why can't I think of his name? What's the other NPC that you're playing for us?
Oh,
Golem.
Golemov?
Golemov. Is Golemov within? Does he see me?
Yes, he sees you. He's on the deck.
I'm gonna look over at him and kind of nod my head toward the cabin. I want him to be present.
He looks back at you. As you wish. I will meet you down there. And he heads down as well with you. Or I guess he doesn't meet you there. He'll be heading there with you. Only you can hear him because he's speaking in your head right now.
Right. That's an advantage.
You do notice that most of the other guards are staying on the boat, like on the top deck, but the Luxodon that's with her is heading with her. Red Thor, you would recognize that's usually what would be considered the second. So it's if anything happens to the Legate, this person usually takes over command.
So, like, second in command.
Mm-hmm. All right. They head down. You two head down to the deck, or you four head down to the cabin. You kind of mosey your way through the people trying to move supplies and stuff like that. Most people get out of your way as y'all are walking, because most of these people are from the Ospan City states, and they kind of notice Drakengard, and they're like, "Oh,
We'll go this way."
Did we
Cheers,
sign
the
up for the
feds.
wrong people here?" Yeah, pretty much. You manage to go into the cabin, and as you all walk in, her second holds the door open for all of you, but the second y'all are in, he closes the door behind you.
So he doesn't come in?
He comes in,
Okay.
but he closes the door behind him as he comes in. He does give Golemov a look, which Golemov just kind of ignores, and he goes and stands next to you.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Kind of a weird look.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mostly, it's probably because of the tattoos that are all over Golemov. That's a weird thing. I guess she takes a seat, because I think there's some seats over there in your cabin.
I don't
Yeah, there's some
remember what
seats.
the ship looks like.
If you look at the ship, I can share it to you.
Lower deck section with like the mini table in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I was just using my
Yeah.
the imagination of the mind.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
in that little area. Yep, there's a little sitting area. She takes a seat. She didn't ask you if she may take a seat. She just took a seat.
She's a small army. She can
And
do whatever
she's
she
looking
wants.
at you. So she puts her elbow.
I'm gonna stand and I'm
Mhm.
gonna like where my seat would be on the other side of the table. I'm gonna stand, and
Okay.
I motion for Golemov to come and stand nearby.
He stands next to you. You watch as she kind of motions to you to take a seat as well.
I slowly sit down.
Now, Captain Gammon, I have some questions for you, mostly regarding the acquisition of this island that you have. I hope you will answer me truthfully.
Well, as far as I am aware, our acquisition is all legal and properly filed with the authorities.
Mm-hmm. Roll a perception check.
I was gonna say that's not deception. That's exactly
No.
what we
Roll
did.
still roll a perception check. Okay. Notice for a second he motioning his hand as if
You're-
he
you're
has
breaking
a
You're
up.
spell.
cutting out. You're cutting out.
Oh, God. Am I clear now?
Uh,
Mm,
just
Oh,
disconnect and reconnect quick.
yep. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. You see as her second is motioning his hand. Oh, my connection is going to shit.
Okay, try now. I'm gonna switch the Discord servers.
I have really bad connection right now.
Is it because you're hosting so many people?
I hope
Shouldn't-
not.
It shouldn't matter.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I think it cleared up now.
Yes. Okay. You watch as he's motioning his hands as if he's casting a spell. You may roll an Arcana to see what
Her
spell he's
second
casting.
in command is casting a spell.
Mm-hmm. You can roll an Arcana to see what spell he's casting. You have no idea what he's casting.
Do I sense any ill intentions at all? This kill?
You don't sense anything.
Does
Alright.
You hear Golomov's voice in your head. I believe he is casting a zone of truth. I do not believe it would be in your best advice to lie to these people.
He's cheating.
Not really.
what's what is that spell? Zone of Truth.
Oh, you do get a charisma saving throw.
Oh, there is. I was just curious if the thing is that even though I failed, like I don't know what he was doing, but Golemov told me what I was gonna say is I just wondered if there was any ill effect if a person was aware of what happened.
I guess you could make a charisma save if you do want to lie.
No, I
That was
failed
not
the
high
save.
enough.
Yeah, I failed the save.
You cannot lie while you're in the radius.
Whamp whamp. We're going to jail again.
Again, I was never in jail.
I'll have you know that I do not appreciate this sort of interrogation. You are on a sovereign territory.
That may be true, Captain Gammon, but I believe what you have is of the utmost security for the Ozpon city-states, and it is my right as a legate of the Drakengard to ensure that no harm befalls my nation. Are we understood?
Out of character, legal precedence means that what she just said basically equates to I have the right to invade whatever I want.
Yeah, yeah, I recognize that. I'm aware that you just cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
I'm
Golemov
telling-
told you that.
I'm
Yeah.
telling her. I'm
Oh,
telling
okay.
her outright. I'm aware of what your first officer just did.
Then I believe we should have no problems then.
Maybe not right now.
Is that a threat, Captain Gammon?
Only if you're threatening us.
Well, let's see if what you say holds up to my current investigations. Now, I may ask, what did you find originally on this island?
A dead and deserted hellhole.
And do you know what caused those deaths?
Let's see. We were contracted by what's the name of the
Julian.
Huion guild to come here to the island and investigate why the island went quiet.
That matches my current investigation. Now, what did you find as you
We found
investigated?
an island infested with undead.
And what else did you find? Again, do not. Well, you physically can't actually lie. What else did you find on this island?
Well, considering I'm about as upset with the guild as anybody, I will tell you that what we found here was that the guild was experimenting with Legion artifacts.
And what happened to said artifact?
I believe. I actually don't remember. I believe it
You
was
destroyed
destroyed.
We
Burnt
broke
to a
it, didn't we?
crisp. Burnt to a
You
crisp.
destroyed it and all the research notes on it.
So
Good
I say to her, what was here is no longer here.
Would
Then
the
I take
ashes and
it.
evidence still
Did
be
you
here?
sell it to anyone?
No.
Then I take it was destroyed.
His answer yes.
You can take it as you will.
You're very smart, Mr. Gammon, I'll give you that. On behalf of the Ozpon City-States, I would actually like to thank you for handling that matter in the manner that you did. And do not worry, that you do not have to worry about suffering any repercussions from the Julian Guild. We have already dealt with that matter personally.
I was just going to encourage you to do the same.
Oh, trust me, that little rat is paying for his crimes. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do to the Julian Guild, seeing as they're such a financial power, but the individuals are a little bit more malleable.
I was
If
going
you
to say
catch my
dancing
drift.
the hemp fandango, but
I have I tell her that two members of our crew are also members of the guild, and from what I've ascertained from them, this matter does not infect the entire guild.
Oh, we are quite aware. We've already contacted the administration sector about this slip of security, is a good way to phrase it. Now, I'm going to have to ask that you keep this matter in this room. Are we understood? We do not need a panic with word of Legion artifacts causing mass death escaping.
Well,
mass
I will
pop.
be completely honest with you, since you gave me no choice. I was hoping that something like this would happen anyway. I just didn't know who I was going to inform about it. So I'm glad to hear that you're taking care of this. You're cleaning house.
And I'm glad to hear that you approve. Again, I am sorry about the manner at which we had to come to this agreement. I didn't know exactly whose allegiance you were with. If you
Well,
forgive me.
As I mentioned, I'm about as pleased with the guild as you are at this point.
Yes, they have. They've been growing in power quite a bit here recently. But hence is politics, and that is not my forte. My job is security, and I like my job. Now, I do have to ask one other question. What is up with that one? And she points at Golemov.
My friend, you'll have to excuse my friend here. He doesn't speak.
So I take it he is a mute then.
More or less.
I must ask though, why does he have those markings all over him?
I honestly don't know. And that's no deception.
She looks at her second, and he nods. Well, it is just quite strange. We don't see any Luxodons giving themselves physical markings. It's not a part of their culture in any shape, form, or fashion.
I will agree with you. He is quite strange, but I appreciate his presence. And I kind of grin and nod toward Golomov.
You notice Golomov is, over the time you spent with him, you can kind of tell when he's nervous and calm. He is nervous right now. He is just hoping nothing goes wrong right now to cause any other suspicion.
Yep.
Which, actually, let me roll this. Oh no.
Oh boy.
I heard the
You
Ono.
watch as Golomov's eyes glow green.
Awkward.
Does Kill sense anything?
You sense that same overpowering gray
That Golem
take over. Yep.
Kills.
And in the cabin, Gammon, you suddenly hear that voice again.
Oh.
In the cabin, like out loud, or in my head?
Out loud. I'm not going to pull up the thing right now.
Kill starts moving down towards the main cabin. Like,
On a scale, how loud is it? Would it be something you'd hear from deck, or
Y'all can hear it too.
just slowly, purposely walking towards the cabin?
Be right back.
You watch as the guards, as y'all start trying to move, they all pull out weapons when they're hearing this voice as well. Who are you to question me and
Oh,
my vessel? You suddenly see her jump up with weapons pointed out towards you and Golomov.
yeah, boy.
And the Luxodon pulls out a mace and his hand starts to glow.
I turn to the woman and I say, you cast Zone of Truth, and he just asked you a question. I would suggest you answer his question.
She looks over at her second. Have you ever... What is that? I do not know. But it can't be good.
As a cleric, I can tell you it's not evil.
As much as I can feel as well. I don't know what that is. You just watch as it kind of starts walking towards Anastasia.
As
Okay.
Golomov does? Or...
Yeah, Golomov is walking towards her in that same marionette style walking.
Kill in the back of his head goes, oh fuck. Not again.
Yeah,
all
there's
kinds
currently
of doubt.
weapons trained on all of you, and the crew is freaking out.
Let's see. I don't know exactly what's going on as far as with him, but did he roll to find out whether this was going to take over him?
He made a charisma save and he failed horribly.
I'm gonna so I guess just playing this out. I don't know if this will help, but I'm gonna reach out and touch his shoulder and cast guidance on him.
You watch as you touch him, the spell goes through, and his head snaps towards you.
I'm not like I'm doing this like I. That's
Yeah,
fine,
you're trying.
but
You are trying
I'm-
to be friendly. I know.
I am entirely being genuinely friendly to him. I'm not casting this as, and it says toward a willing creature, so he would have to be willing. Like the spell wouldn't go through unless he was.
Unwilling.
Yeah,
able
and
to.
I'm playing that out. You watch it's Golomov's head snaps towards you, and his eye, he just brings his face really close to yours,
Still glowing green.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
Do
Red,
you approve of this?
I don't approve of her methods, Zone of Truth, I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate what she's doing. And what it sounds like she plans to do.
Make her leave my presence as soon as your matter is done. And Golemov suddenly just falls to his knees, and the glowing stops. They still have their weapons pointed at you.
Do they say anything?
Anastasia, she still has a weapon pointed at you. What was that?
In my witness, it's happened twice before, but it's always been a benefit to our group.
meanwhile, on deck,
I think it's
Rector is telling the crew not to pull weapons.
And I look at Golemov and I say to Golemov, there may be a few nervous people outside right now.
It happened again, didn't it?
Yes.
I apologize.
And I'm guessing the Anastasia's like, who the fuck is he talking to?
Huh?
I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you're not in proximity, so he's not directly speaking to you.
Yeah.
He can control that.
Mm-hmm.
He can control whose voice head he's in.
Yeah.
Which was part of the reason why I had him come in the room with me in the first place. I didn't expect this to happen.
Went from good
You
idea
get the
to
feeling whatever that is, it does not like being...
talked down to.
It is looking... Yeah, it does not like being talked down to, and it does seem to look after Golemov somewhat.
Golemov's daddy is not happy.
Well, he's
Golemov's
whoever it
eldritch
is or
daddy
whatever it
not
is.
happy.
He seems to be looking after the whole group, or at least Golemov, people that are in close proximity to Golemov's care. So, which I'm still not. I'm still nervous about that, but I at least am understanding that much from it. So.
He hasn't tried to kill us yet.
You
And
watch as she
I turn
puts
back to the lady and I say, you heard the voice. I've told you what I know. You also heard me say that I approve of your actions. I said I don't appreciate the treatment, but I appreciate your actions. I would appreciate if we could conclude our interaction.
You watch as she puts her weapon away, kind of nervously. I believe we are done here. But let me tell you this, Captain Gammon. We have our eyes on you.
Yay, we're on a terrorist watch list.
If you ever proceed unduly towards the Ozpon city-states, I will be the first one there to hang you by your neck. And
As a citizen of the Ozpon city-states, I have no animosity toward the city-states. I do, however, have some issues with this guild, and it sounds like you're taking care of them. So, you shouldn't have any trouble from us.
And get a leash for that thing. And she puts her sword back within her scabbard and heads out the door.
As she says that, I put my my hand on Golemov's shoulder and I cast guidance again.
and she leaves. The rest of you are up on the deck. Watch as she motions for the Drakengard, and they all start heading back towards their vessel.
I'm guessing they sheathe their weapons first.
She kind of gives them a look of, we're done here. So yeah, they sheathe their weapons. Most of them were holding spears, so they can't really sheathe them.
Mm.
And they make their way back to the vessel. The boarding planks go up. The grappling hooks come off your vessel. And they sail off into the sunset.
Happy ending.
At least they're gone for now. Alright, crew, let's get back to work. We got a lot of more things to move out.
Gammon, as you're in there, basically with Golemov, you do hear a knock on the door.
I helped him up and kind of followed her out. So
Oh, okay. You do see Morgana walk up to you again. And Golemov is kind of still standing near you. But as soon as Morgana starts to walk up, he excuses himself again and walks below deck. I take it that was his patron.
I'm hoping he. Sounds like you know a little bit more about this situation than I do.
Well, how to best describe this, Captain? When most patrons are...
I usher Kill, and Kill, you're on the deck, aren't you?
Yep.
Pretty much everybody, I would assume, is on deck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna usher Kill in with me, and so this is a private conversation between Morgana and Kill and myself, because I don't know that this is probably something that should be discussed openly. It's probably not fair for that to be.
Okay, as Kill walks, I assume you're coming up to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of takes the hint, so she kind of lowers her voice a little bit. Usually if a patron's vessel is threatened, sometimes the actual patron itself will attempt to defend. Think of it as a very value. Think of it as this ship. You would fight to defend the ship, correct?
Absolutely.
Then the patron does the same for its vessel. Not all patrons are this way. This one seems to have much more vested interest in its vessel than most others do.
Did everybody hear?
Everybody on the ship heard that voice.
They heard the voice of him commanding her to leave or whatever. But did they hear what Golemov said to me?
No. That was a lot quieter.
All right. I'm going to share that bit of information then, because I think that I'm going to say that he directly spoke with the entity, directly spoke with me, and it seems as though he has a vested interest not just in Golemov.
That is strange.
I
Very strange.
don't know for certain, but he seemed to at least entertain my authority as captain in the situation, or my authority in the situation, because he asked my feelings about the interrogation.
That is unheard of. Most patrons, no offense, Captain, would view you as absolutely nothing. You hold no power over them or any authority. Maybe I'm not sure. I wish I had a place to study more on this thing, but I've never heard of it ever happening before. In my experience, most patrons just will only interact on the behalf of their vessel, as I said. And this one seems, and it actually spoke to you as
It
a
wasn't
person.
Golomov who spoke to me. It was the entity.
That
And
is,
it was, this was, if you, I'm assuming, I say to them, I'm assuming you didn't hear this, because obviously they tell me that they heard the booming voice, and I know that they heard the booming voice, but they didn't hear the entity speak directly to me. So I'm basically confirming that it was a conversation that was directly between me and the entity.
yeah, no, she
Mhm.
did not hear that. That's kind of what she was implying with the speech.
And
I don't.
I look to Kill and I say, what was your, as far as my sense is, I don't sense evil from this entity.
My sense was pretty much overwhelmed. Pretty much nothing but gray surrounded where you were. Whatever the entity is, that means us no ill harm or ill will.
I concur. I don't think that it means us any harm. It almost seems though, I don't know that it means us good, but it also seems to at least be willing to act in defense, not just of Golomov, but of those who are close to Golomov. I think it would be wise for you, Morgana, to I know as I know that your first meeting sounds like it was a little uncomfortable with Golomov, and from his expression to me, he was quite uncomfortable as well. But it sounds like you two could spend some time together and maybe help him understand this if you're willing.
I if he is willing, I could speak to him, but I get the feeling that he wants nothing to do with me.
Well, from what I see, you know more about this than myself or even Golomov himself, and
Definitely Kill.
perhaps he would benefit. It sounds to me like you have more knowledge of what did you call him?
A warlock.
A warlock?
Maybe
I'm not commanding you in any way. I'm suggesting that it might be helpful.
well, Captain Gammon, I would love to help, and maybe I can do some research on the matter if I had some tomes of arcane knowledge, but I don't have anything to base this on. Most of my knowledge of warlocks is of more of a fiendish nature. Even Fae I've seen before, but nothing like this. I could spend some time thinking about it, and that's all I can really promise you.
Kill kind of adds in a small little bit that he's talked with his god Helm. What my conversation with my god Helm is that it is unnatural, according to his words, and that we should kind of be weary about it. But that's what Helm has told me.
But if you want my advice, I believe you all need to sit down and talk with Golomov about this. It's something I feel he should know.
Agreed.
And
I agree. I have had a conversation with him about this already, and he seems to want to know more as much as the next person. But as you can imagine, he is a little sensitive to the topic. That's why I'm encouraging a conversation between you, and I know I'm putting you as a DM in the case of having to have a conversation with yourself. So.
yes, like god damn it. Okay, no, I was anticipating this happening when I wrote this character up, and yeah, She promises that she will spend some time. She will try to approach Golomov on this whenever you're back at the island. But she does say, like, if you could get some books of arcane knowledge of any kind, that would be greatly appreciated.
Well, next place to find something like that would probably be return back to Osbon or go to the Elven Triumvirate, really.
Who knows what our adventures will hold?
Yes.
Good.
So, but as your conversation wraps up, you do see a gnomish woman walk on to the deck of the ship.
Hmm?
Is she the construction lady?
I
She
thought-
is wearing like mostly leather gear. She does have like a spanner, some hammer, and other things on her like tool belt. And she's like, "Which one of you is God, what's his name? Captain Gammon?"
Kill
I wave-
points over to Gavin.
Hey, we're working on the stuff. It should take us about another month to get everything ready. I do have one question for you. If you wouldn't mind, one of our a friend of ours needs a favor. So, if you want to go find out more, he said he'd pay some good coin for it. They're back at the island of Creatia.
Okay.
Horrid.
So we're literally going to go past the fucking Melvor again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we should finish unloading the ship and get things situated, and I suppose prepare for a return trip. And
Yeah, all of that pretty much happens uneventfully. You do kind of help the families get situated up. They greatly appreciate the help. There is some of the leftover lumber and stuff like that from the village that they're basically trying to make into like pseudo shacks right now.
Until we get more supplies and shit.
Yeah. They do request like, hey, if you can find a druid of some kind to help the farmland, or maybe
Mhm.
help them grow some lumber, or buy some lumber, because it would greatly help with building up the housing. Because right now it's pretty much like a refugee kind of camp. Yeah.
We got canvas tents here, shacks here.
Basically, from what they're describing, it would take you about like two lumber loads, which is 200 gold of lumber, sent to the island to help them build up houses.
Or one druid. One druid
Or
of some
yeah, if
type.
you can get a druid, yeah. They did say that they could probably get the farm. Some of the families had some experience with farming, and they said they could probably get the farmland up and growing again. It would just take some time, but the mill is going to be a great help with the storage and processing of grain.
And make bread and all that fun shit.
Yeah. So your island start up, and y'all sail back to Creatia.
Yep.
Okay. The sailback's pretty uneventful. Nothing happens there. You make your way into the port. You dock up the ship.
Same wars docked up, I'm guessing.
Actually, it's not.
Do we pass it on by or do it go a different direction?
Might have gone a different direction.
Yep.
Red Thor could tell you that the Drakengard's main fortresses are on the mainland for the Osbon city-states, not on the islands.
So where the dragons live. Alright.
Yeah. You make your way back to Thomas and Lowry's building, and you see an elven gentleman standing in there. Basically, it looks like he's looking for work. Mav, can you go ahead and describe your character for us?
Well, one, you can see I'm armored. I've got chainmail on. You can notice that I've got elven ears. They've sticking out from my hair. I am here. Notes. You see, I look to be about 5'8", and you see that I am also carrying weapons. For my weapons, you see that I've got a longsword hanging from a sheath and a warhammer tucked along my side, and 2 daggers, and I've got a crossbow slung across my back with a bolt of quivers. And I'm just sitting there, just casually looking about.
Yeah, you're basically looking for work, and that's why you are in this building. And you were told, like, hey, there's a person here looking for a group of people to handle a job for him.
Okay. So I will.
Uh,
I guess I'll be walking around asking questions in regards to the job opportunity.
Mhm. All right, Kill. What was the perception roll for?
this. Do I see any recognizable marks on this elf, like coat of arms, house seal?
He is high. He's high elven. You don't see any house seal or anything on him. But you do see, like, he is wearing nice attire, and it is basically like high elven guard attire that he is wearing.
And you also see that my character is incredibly ripped, like buff.
Okay.
He looks like a man who's been. He looks like a guard of some kind. And basically, as you all walk in, there's a human talking with the dwarven lady who basically facilitated the construction of goods the last time y'all were here.
Okay. Kill.
And as you all walk in, she kind of looks over. She's like, those are the other guys that. Or no, she's not Scottish. She's more German. Those are the other gentlemen that and lady that we believe may be able to help you, sir. And it's like, you watch as he turns around. He looks like he's wearing more like scholarly clothes. Those of you who follow a faith can roll a religion check to see what faith he is. Basically, those of you who are, the actual people of cloth of some kind. You know he is a follower of Azuth. Mostly, Azuth is a god of wizards, and his particular realm of control is knowledge. But he very much looks like he is. While you can see the symbol of Azuth on his clothing, he is very much wearing theocracy colors, which is a blue, gold, and white robe.
Down.
Kill.
You watch as he turns around and he kind of looks at all you. Oh, are all of you? Would you be able to help a expedition? He's looking at all of you.
Kill.
Including me.
Yeah.
You guys can speak up. I'm trying to not just hog the whole thing since I hogged the whole first hour.
Alright. Kill pretty much pipes up and goes, what type of expedition?
So I guess let me introduce myself. My name is Father Asmundai, High Priest of the Theocracy. And he kind of looks around to see how all of you react when he says that.
Kills.
Congo does not care.
Kills kind of like.
Gammon's slightly uncomfortable.
Kill just kind of feels a little bit of uncertainty about him. Says, why the fuck would a high priest be out here? Not where, and not send one of his lowers. Kill Elm Charger, Paladin of Helm.
Ah, a pleasure to meet you. You watch as he kind of brightens up as you say Helm. You do know that Helm is a god more followed in the theocracy than he is in the Elven Triumphant.
Yeah, but there are a few centaurs that have ventured elsewhere and been chosen by that of other gods, other than that of elven gods.
Where's the map of the world again?
I can share it for you. There you go.
Okay, the Elven Triumph. That's where I'm from.
Nil, how do you feel?
I had to go pick up the small furry creature because he was slightly freaking out.
Oh, okay. Did you hear what was going on?
Something about an expedition, and it's about as much as I got.
Yeah, the man who's offering the expedition is from the theocracy. Father
Cool.
Asmundai, High Priest of Azuth.
The only thing that pops in my mind is religion, which means,
Everybody can roll a perception check.
I have that hotbound.
It is one of the most used skills.
I noticed nothing.
Let's see.
I'm
Alright,
sorry.
so-
I'm a little confused. Mav's character is standing here too.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I for some reason I thought we were still describing Mav's character, and then I realized that we were talking about somebody else, and I was getting a little confused.
I was kind of confused too because I was about to sit there and say, "That's not my god."
No, not you. This is another gentleman who's also in here.
So I take it my character sauntered over as soon as he heard them talking about work.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, how I'm bringing you into the party. Sorry, I don't have another grand way to do it.
Not like my character.
Fall through the ceiling or something.
Yeah.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Bill.
All right, so Kill, Gammon, and Kongol. You all notice, like, as he's looking over all of you, his eyes pause on Nil, and they kind of go wide a little bit, and kind of immediately move on to another person.
It's not that different of a reaction than I've seen lately.
But yes, so my nation has funded an expedition near one of our one of the islands near our domain. We're currently in need of a group of mercenaries to help out our current situation there. I don't have much information. I was just forwarded the information that they are looking for more. They need more manpower. If you are willing to go, I can point you the direction and you can head that way.
Kill can't
Define
look.
manpower.
They need people to help out. They're currently running an expedition to a more, I believe the letter said, a jungle domain. They apparently found something of great discovery, and they were needing help.
So,
Gammond, since you're the captain of the ship.
Well, you're the crew. I don't think there's anything wrong with going and finding out more information.
Agreed, but again, we don't know what they're facing on this jungle island.
If it's anything like the last one, we'll be
I was
killing
just
everything.
gonna say, can it
again.
really be any worse than what we faced on the last island?
It could, but it also could be easier
Oh, but wait,
too.
there's more. Low payment of $19.95 biweekly.
I can let you know that the voyage will be quite easy. We'll send you with a convoy of supply vessels. I was currently here to pick up supplies and got the message that they needed mercenaries. So I was hoping this would be a great place to pick some up, and I'm glad to hear. If you succeed in this matter with helping the expedition, we have 5,000 gold ready to pay you.
Alright. Is there a contract that we have to sign, or is it just by hearsay?
If everyone's dead and I'm murdering everything again, I'm demanding double.
You watch as the father just. I hope not. One of my favorite students is there, and I would hope nothing bad happens to him. But I believe we do have. He watches. He kind of like pulls out his rose. And he watches. There's like some ink pop drop.
Robot.
You're gone, robot.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. It's like a speak and spell.
Speak and spell.
Dear Lord.
Speak and spells. The closest thing humanity's ever gotten to summoning a demon.
Speak and spell.
Oh.
One of these days,
So,
someone's gonna watch one of these videos and just fucking laugh their ass off.
So you had.
Okay, while he's doing that, I'll chime in with my character.
Alright.
Okay.
Strongbow, my
I
name.
completely restarted Discord. Hopefully this fixes it.
Oh, I was gonna introduce my character and get it involved in the conversation.
I notice.
Yeah, sure. Go on ahead.
I notice Mav's character standing there, and I ask if he's interested in joining our group.
Name's Strongbow Alendo. Probably never heard of me, but I'm game for anything you people are kind of looking at. Did you?
did we just find an elven Christopher Walken?
Apparently. One thing I will let you know, Mav, is that one of the party members is a centaur, and in your society, centaurs are not viewed highly at all.
Okay, I'll look over and I'll be like, looks like you already got a mount. Can I throw my pack on him?
Now you listen here, you elf. And he's saying this in Elvish. No one rides me at all. Otherwise, they're going to get kicked off a ship into the water and left to drown.
He can talk too. Amazing, these things. I got an apple for you later on.
Kill starts slowly drawing his longsword.
Gavin's trying not to laugh. He's trying really hard.
They're speaking in Elvish right now, so you can't hear what they're saying.
But I'll be
Yeah,
like,
but
you can
as
imply a
he's
little
drawing
bit.
his sword, and I'll be like, look, no offense. Just where I come from, you know. I'm not making it up. So let's just, for the sake of the job, the gold, the money, just let bygones be bygones.
Fair enough, elf.
Fair enough, centaur.
Kill pretty much puts his sword back in his sheath.
Where is Mav's character from? He's from the Hastion Theocracy.
No, he is from the Elven Triumvirate. He is a high elf.
I thought Tristan's character was from the Elven Triumvirate.
So is Mavs.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hence
there's
Both
hence
are.
why I said like he looks down on Kill.
I
because-
thought the ruling class in the Elven Triumvirate was the centaurs, the elves, and the
the ruling class is the elves, the wood elves, and the drow. The centaurs and furbolgs are
Second
I
rate.
see. They're just citizens that live it. They're just people,
They're
natives of the
allowed.
land.
they're considered the low breed.
To put it really simply, elves are essentially the biggest motherfucking races you can find.
Yeah. in general, elves are kind of racist assholes.
Mhm.
To put it very specifically, they're racist, fabulous assholes in tight pants.
They have leather pants. What can they say?
But yeah. You watch as the father
Gammon steps between the two of them and says, "So long as you can get along, you're welcome to join the party."
I'm fine. Just me and him on the island. We have an understanding. No harm, no foul. He breaks no.
We
law.
aren't in the Elven Triumvirate.
I know. That's why I said let bygones, bygones.
I glance back at Kill and Nod, and I glance over at Mavs. What's your character's name?
Elendil?
Elendil. I look at Elendil, and I nod, and I step and I start walking in whatever direction we're going to find out more about
Sorry.
this.
An abbreviated version of Ellendale would just be Ellen.
Nil kill Ellen. I know. No. God. Everybody picks the same synonyms.
I'm telling you, if you kill my character, I'm making a Zill.
Oh
I
god.
hate you.
Hey, it's
With
just
an X, a
incentive.
P, or an S.
It's just incentive to keep me alive. So
I know. I noticed now. Okay, let's continue on. But yeah, he's like, well, the convoy is. This is Father Osmondai speaking again. The convoy is leaving soon, and I will let them know that you are willing to head with them. So we are in agreement then, sirs and madam.
hmm
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you all head back to the ship. You inform the crew of where you're sailing. They all just kind of nod along. They're like, okay, sailing with an escort. So we're not sailing alone, finally. That's good. So
there
basically,
anywhere
you are going to be sailing. It's going to take you about
A
a
while.
month of travel to get there.
A while.
Yeah.
The other side of the world.
Not really. Just so the island you're going to be sailing to is let me get
Next door.
my pen. It's like right.
I'm guessing it's like
Let me zoom out.
if it's next to the Elven Triumvirate, it's probably like around the T of the
Yeah, that's not too
Yeah.
bad.
So you all sail there. It's a very uneventful voyage. You watch as basically there was a massive cargo ship and two other small escorts about your size and vessel. Y'all didn't have any troubles, mostly because it's such a large convoy. Probably not going to attract any type of pirating or anything like that.
Quick question. Before we
mhm.
left, would I have been able to go and buy some quick gear?
What are you looking to buy?
Well, I was looking to get a potion of healing and a flask of holy water.
Yeah, sure. You were able to find those
Okay.
fairly easily. So subtract the money from your.
Yep.
Starting pouch.
I guess
Yeah.
the question is holy according to whose god? Because I could probably make holy water for you.
That's true.
Hmm.
I mean, all it has to do is be
Tristan
blessed by a
probably
person.
I was gonna say Tristan probably could too, but I don't think his character likes you very much.
No,
I
that
mean,
would
he can-
that would explain why I'm looking for work because I've only got 1 gold piece left.
Oh, you're down to 1 gold.
hmm
Okay. Yeah, because that. Wait.
It adds backstory.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah. Basically, you've all been sailing together. It was a very uneventful voyage. Morgana stayed on the island with the rest of the people.
No.
You did have to deal a little bit with God, what is his name again? I have so many NPCs to keep track of my head.
The priest
you did
or
have
whatever.
You did have to deal with Mortaris. The priest didn't come with you.
Oh,
He
okay.
actually went back to the theocracy. He was just there trying to find. He was basically adding a more authority to this request. Because he's a high priest. He should. They usually don't leave a theocracy, but they needed to find mercenaries.
Yeah, Kill is kind of like, what the hell is a high priest doing here?
Yeah.
I just picture Kill just like, shouldn't you be back in your golden palace with a bunch of little Timmies?
Kill's not going to say that, but
All right. But yeah. So you're informed of the
Thank you,
expedition
Gaia.
and all that kind of stuff. All right. Once you arrive at the island, you pretty much there is no dock there, so you had to basically take a rowboat to get ashore. They're currently ferrying supplies and everything like that. As part of the agreement of y'all doing this, they're going to basically keep an eye on your ship and everything else while you're there,
alright.
because their ships are also docked there right now.
I was just saying, that's
Anchored.
not suspicious at all.
Anchored, not docked.
Most of your you do watch as if you want to say anything to your crew before you leave, you can.
Tell
sure you
Thalia
take the
to
key.
You
make
did
sure.
have to deal with Mortaris. He was kind of boasting a lot with Thalia about how much stronger he is and how she's just a woman, she wouldn't understand, and she kind of did have a wrestling match with him, and she floored him fairly easily.
Kongold, coming from the same race as she,
I kind
tells
of
her to be wary of the theocracy people.
take her and I after this happens, I purposely kind of leave Mortaris out of this conversation. I take her and the lizard, or not lizard,
Rattletail?
Rattletail. I take her and Rattletail aside, and I let them know that they got to work together to try to keep an eye on the crew and keep the ship while we're away.
This will be done, Captain.
That's for done, yeah.
You
Yeah.
take care now.
And keep an eye on Mortaris.
Is it okay for me to throw him overboard?
Try to keep him on the dry side.
And alive.
I make no promises.
I smile and nod.
All right. As you make your way ashore to the camp, it's fairly close to the shore. It's a fairly well maintained military camp. I actually think I have a vision of it right now. I thought I did. Let me see. I think I have a look of the camp. Let me check images. New. Not there. Not there. Not there. No, don't have it. Okay, well, theater to the mind. You do notice the camp is mostly dominated with humans, and as the rest of you come ashore, most of the non-human members of your party are kind of treated with a little bit of like a, what are they doing here?
So everyone but Gammon.
Yeah. And as you're basically waiting at like little entrance area of the camp, you do notice like there are paladins patrolling the area and clerics of Helm. A gentleman walks up to you. He is in full plate gear. His helm is actually strapped to his side right now. He is a large man. This dude is probably about 6'2",
Still shorter.
with like sandy blonde hair, and his eyes. You can't actually physically see his eyes because they have this like weird glow over to them.
Interesting.
Greetings. I take it you are the mercenaries that were hired to assist us in this expedition.
That is correct.
Congo's just taking into account all the armored people and weapons.
Why do I picture that all the paladins that are here are just going to talk like Ultramarines? Good day, brother.
They are
all the
wearing blue armor with gold horseshoes on their chests.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
God.
It's basically Ultramarines. It's Ultra Smurfs.
Oh god!
It's a camp of Ultra Smurfs.
Continuing on.
Hey, you never know.
Continuing on.
This might be a chapter planet.
Oh god!
Good day, brother. Continue.
For all we know,
My name is. I am Angelus.
I am brother 265-2.
Kill Elm Charger.
I'm glad to see that you converted from your heathen ways to a proper faith, Mr. Elm Charger. If you'll follow me, we will discuss the requirements of your contract in my tent. I will request that you do not disturb the people here.
Very well.
There kind of isn't one. They're Mav. kind of, it's more of a collective.
Yeah.
Well,
Just gonna
who's
wing it.
considered captain of the ship?
Gammon because he wrote his name down.
Yeah.
And he's the only experienced sailor.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Red Thor might have some sailing background.
Well, at least at the time.
Not really.
Oh,
Not
I
my-
thought
Very little.
for
Yeah.
some reason when you were making your character, I thought we kind of
It-
tried to work that in there. I think I
his-
tried to work that in there, but you didn't go with it, so that's fine.
Yeah. You do notice that while the paladins and the clerics of Helm kind of keep their distance from you, you notice the same symbol on a lot of the other people who are walking around, more the civilian populace.
Mhm.
They are followers of Azith, sorry, and they're more approachable to you. They're kind of giving Nil her space. Same with Kongol, Red Thor, and pretty much everyone
Golomov.
and Golomov. But like you are not Nil, fucking
Kill.
Kel and Elendil, they're actually kind of nice to y'all. They kind of like wave and they're like, "Oh, hello, welcome."
I wave back.
Yeah,
I wave back and do like a grand flourish toward them.
yeah.
Howdy, sailors.
With
Oh,
such
different kind of flourish.
fussy wenches, you.
Oh
Oh
god.
god.
Gungo's ignoring the
You are
blinky did one.
escorted by Angelus and he has like a cohort of paladins with him. They're also all in full gear, but they have their helms on and they're walking like basically they're keeping a cordon around you a little bit as
Okay.
they're escorting you through the camp. And then you make your way to Angelus's camp. He walks inside of his tent. There's like a rack and a desk with papers on the desk and like a chair for him. And he walks around towards his chair and he takes a seat. Now, let me inform you of what is going on here. We have had an issue with Yanti attacking our camp and our expedition. Where There is a group of natives here, obviously of human descent, and we hope to bring them back into the fold of the glory of the theocracy. I would suggest that you go talk to Father Sullivan if you would like to know any more about any of the research that they have found here on the island. But I will request that you be on your best behavior in the camp. Am I understood?
Understood.
And also, you watch as he points towards Nil. Keep that thing under watch, or I will have it locked up.
Congo is gonna steps up behind Nil. She needs no watching.
I know what her kind is capable of.
Oh, because I don't.
Do you say that in character, or?
Yep.
My character will be like, dude, tell.
She is a tiefling. And they mean no good for anyone.
Much like some paladins don't mean good to anyone.
I have not met a paladin who is not of the most upstanding manner. And I take offense to that, Dragonborn.
I'll be like, my
Take
character
offense all you like.
Offense intended.
Pretty much.
well, just call me crazy, but first Death Knight, he wasn't a fighter. He not a mage, not a tiefling. Correct my memory, isn't he a human paladin that fell?
What story are you pulling that from?
I don't know. It's well known.
Roll a deception. Because there is.
Pull it out your ass.
Wasn't that most religions?
Because even
with
Kill's
punch
looking at you
ass?
like,
What
what?
the fuck?
Deception?
Yep.
Yeah. You're basically trying to lie.
Yeah.
Oh.
There is
Oh.
no story, elf. And I would think that someone of at least your standing would understand that. At least one of your number has followed a proper god.
Oh, I don't know if those are fighting words.
Basically, he's talking about Kill. Like, he
Mhm.
has a little bit higher. You can imply that he has a little bit higher respect for Kill, being a fellow paladin of Helm. And this guy is an Azimir, if y'all haven't guessed yet.
Mm-hmm.
What in the
Azimir?
world is an Azimir?
There's celestial blood running through his veins.
And I'm guessing Kill pretty much senses like ungodly amount of good emanating from him.
You sense light.
So that's
You
Buku
sense the
experience,
power
right?
of Helm within him.
Okay.
That's Buku. That's Buku experience then.
Hmm?
Buku experience.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's Buku experience.
And
Oh, yes.
we'll be Buku dead.
Now, I suggest that you go and speak with Father Sullivan to find out more about the natives here, and they may be able to help you with stopping these attacks on our expedition. You are dismissed.
Kill kind of nods in his direction and begins to exit
He gives
the
you a
tent.
salute of Helm as you leave.
All right.
So, are y'all going to speak with Father Sullivan?
Kill is.
We're going to speak with the chapter master?
Gamma knows when it's best to let somebody who's at least friendly with these people be the one who's in charge.
Congo's now
So,
worried that someone's gonna jump Nil out of
Are we
nowhere.
gonna? Are we gonna?
You do
go
notice
talk
as
to
you leave,
Robo,
though,
get
you are
early?
being kind of still escorted by that same group of paladins.
Alright.
That's fine. The gold's yellow.
All right. As you make your way through the camp, you notice like there is what seems to be a group of humans talking to what looks, which is probably like an acolyte of Azith, and he seems to be like trying to teach them some things, but they are like dressed in like very tribal looking clothes.
Monkeys.
Do you say this out loud?
Oh, are you whispering? Yeah, no. He does.
I just
All right.
I'm just whispering it underneath my breath.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, bit of a quick question. So essentially, these guys are acting as Jesuits then,
Pretty much.
without the French.
Yes.
But they're
Mhm.
elves, so the French is implied.
Oh, they're not
Does
elvish.
this
They're
remind me of
human.
Greedfall?
Mostly everybody here is human. There are a couple of like halflings and gnomes walking around. Also, as all the paladins are all human.
Other than kill.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a couple of men and women sprinkled amongst their number, like, but they're all human paladins of Helm and some clerics of Helm.
We could recruit these guys to be part of our crew.
No.
And no.
No.
That's bad juju right there.
What, steal their converts?
Yeah.
He's talking about the human. Who knows? We'll see how this adventure goes.
I can already imagine one way.
Death
And-
by Schnoo Schnoo.
That was not it, Kai.
I'll
Continue
just
on?
go back to drinking.
Anyways,
Yes. So you make your way to Father Sullivan's tent. It's a pretty large tent. And as you walk inside, you see he's like looking. You assume Father Sullivan is the man in the better looking
Robes.
robes. And he also has a sash of like his station around his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Real question: how pointy and tall is his hat?
He is not wearing a pointy or tall hat. He has the small little cap.
Oh, so he's not quite that powerful. Okay, got it.
He's not wearing a mitre.
Yes.
I forget
I
what
guess-
those little hats are called. The mitre is the big pointy hat.
No, he's not wearing a big pointy hat. That'd be more like a bishop or a cardinal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he wearing like that stupid little round one that has like the little? It looks like a
Kippah.
Phillips
He's wearing a
head.
kippah.
He's wearing
That's
a
what it's
kippah.
called.
Yeah, he's
Which
wearing
that's
a kippah.
the Jewish equivalent. I don't know what the Catholic equivalent would be, but
He's wearing one of those things.
small round hat.
Yeah.
Shalom.
He is an older human.
They tend to be.
He looks a little bit younger than Father Asmodai that you had met, but he's pretty old. He's on in his age. As you walk up, he's like, "Oh, you must be the mercenaries. Hello, welcome." And he shakes all your hands individually.
this guy seems a lot more friendly than everybody else we've talked to today.
He gets really friendly in confessional.
Oh god.
He's like the priest from fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance also drinks and pours.
So, how can I help you all?
We're here to, I guess, they stopped your attacks on your expedition.
Glorious. Honestly,
Glorious.
honestly,
The glory of the Emperor!
I don't even know where they came from, to be perfectly honest. I do have a question, though, and he looks over at Red Thor. Are you by chance cold-blooded or warm-blooded?
Warm-blooded?
Warm. Colder
That's-
warm.
That's
Oh.
directed to Red. Not you.
I thought he said like worm, like the regular things
No.
in the ground. I'm like, what?
Warm blood, or warm blooded.
I didn't notice anything in what it says. Race.
You're-
He's.
I would-
I would
I
assume
would-
you're warm-blooded.
Mhm.
You're not cold-blooded.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He is
Well,
dragon.
What are most
He doesn't-
reptiles?
cold.
Reptiles would be cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Well, they
Uh,
also assume that dinosaurs were warm-blooded because of their size.
Yeah. Truth
Mhm.
in that. We'll just go with warm blood. Congratulations,
Uh.
Rethor. You've been upgraded to a dinosaur.
In
So does that
theory,
mean we got to hot glue some feathers on him?
It's later for free.
Careful, he'd probably take the ability to fly.
How'd you know I would do that?
Oh God.
Who doesn't want to fly?
Continuing on.
I'm warm with it. Why do you want to
Fascinating.
know?
So that means that your species probably has no relation to lizard folk then.
Not as far as I know.
Oh, I must write this down. I apologize. We don't have many dragonborn in the theocracy, so this is one of my first times to actually talk to one and to find out more about you. Actually, I do have a question for your Goliath friend. Do you
Are you
find
warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
do you find the warmer climates more of a struggle for you to deal with, or are they? You notice no change?
There's no real change.
Fascinating, fascinating. So that would imply that your species just acclimates very well to cold, but has no problem with dealing with warm temperatures. Truly fascinating. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'm Father Sullivan of the Azov Temple. I am a head priest. I'm here to basically catalog the knowledge that we find on this expedition, and also reintroduce the humans here back into the fold. Do you have any questions for me?
we were
I have-
pretty much sent here to ascertain what you know of the people here and some way to stop their attacks.
Well, I don't believe it is the people here, seeing as how the people are humans, and our attacks have been predominantly by Yanti and the other ne'er-do-wells of the island, mostly beasts and other creatures of that like. I would say be careful. There are a couple of dinosaurs roaming the island, so there's something for you to be wary of.
Tarask?
Red
No,
Thor's gonna be
no
like. Red
I
Thor's
would
gonna
hope
be
there's
like-
no Tarask. That's God no. Haven't seen one of those things since the Legion
Red Thor's
Wars.
gonna be like Grandpa.
What's funny
Shut
is
up.
I can hear them watching a movie in the other room, and I think it's Jurassic Park.
But no, there are some large reptiles here. There's some other beasts, usually common of more tropical terrains. There is a village of humans here. We've sent a couple of my lower acolytes there to basically help to improve the people's station. Did you know they still live in wooden huts in this day and age?
Hmm.
Not something a human usually would do. You would think that they would have advanced the sciences at least in however long they've been on this island,
Maybe
especially
they like
being
it.
this close to the theocracy.
Maybe their religious state pretty much forbids them of advancing their technology.
Or maybe they just prefer it that way.
Maybe
Maybe.
they don't have a lot of time because they got to run away from dinosaurs so much.
You know, I believe you might be right, Mr. Elf. That is actually does your environment affect your technological growth. If you are able to live in a very happy... sorry, I'm rambling again. But yes, there is a tribe. It's about 3 days' travel from here. I can point you in the direction that you need to go. It's not that far. And you look like you should be able to handle yourselves out there in the jungles fairly easily. Everyone make a perception check.
God, is he trying to convert us?
No.
Did I perceive it?
Yeah, you do.
Sure. I'm pretty fucking blind half the time.
So Nil, Kill, and Gammon, you all see that there is a clutch of eggs.
And Red Thor.
And Red Thor, sorry. And Red Thor, you all see like there's what looks to be like a clutch of eggs that a couple of the acolytes are studying over.
Dino eggs? Like, are we talking like big-sized eggs? Baby
These are
eggs?
fairly large-sized eggs. Like they
like ostrich
stand
size?
up about... They're like 3 feet tall.
Motherfucker, that's a huge ass egg.
So about to where Kill's feet or hooves meet his body, pretty much.
Could I pull a nature check to see if I recognize what kind of eggs they might be?
Sure, you could try.
Don't forget about Golemov.
Those are not any species you've ever seen.
While I'm here, should I not?
You do watch as like you're all looking at the eggs. Golemov starts walking over towards them.
And I'm guessing his eyes start glowing.
Yeah. You watch as Father Sullivan, he just kind of like, he sees it as well, and he's like, that is fascinating. He looks over back at you, and he's like, do all Luxodon do that?
No.
Not in our experience.
He is a special one.
Like, is he a special
He's
species?
a special
Or-
snowflake.
Not quite. He is Luxodon, but special in another way.
And
Be
you
right back.
watch
I need
as
to disconnect and reconnect.
yeah. God, we're just having shitty connections tonight.
Oh, that's not what it is, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Uh,
out of character. So essentially, this other one that we ran into is, from the sounds of it, is the guy that every religious institute has tucked away in some storeroom somewhere to make sure everything works mechanically.
Kinda.
So-
He's a follower of Azuth, and like I said, Azuth is a god of knowledge. He's more about learning and understanding.
Kill kind of looks over to Golemov to make sure nothing happens to him. So,
He just scans. It looks like he's observing the eggs as well as the other scientists. And they all just kind of look up at him. And they're like, "Oh shit, that's weird." But he's just kind of looking over them and looking at the eggs. Like he's kind of perplexed about them too.
does Golemov's deity or whatever it is snap out? And so
Yeah, he eventually just stops.
Kill goes over and pretty much.
Oh yes, a Paladin X group. They went out on patrol not too long ago, and then they found these large eggs. It's actually, it's about the same time that they found these that the attacks on our camp started to happen, and our patrols. I've had to actually start sending my acolytes under guard when they go and visit the tribe.
Where did you find these eggs, by chance?
I don't rightly know. You'd have to ask Angelus about those. It was his men that brought them back.
Are his men still kind of like near us, or?
And they're not speaking.
Uh,
They're like guarding outside the front of the tent, but they are looking at you.
like, what the fuck is this centaur doing? And then,
When they saw Golemov do that, you did like see them kind of grip their weapons, but they saw nothing hostile happen, so they're just like, okay.
Murder you later.
yeah, kind of. So, yeah, I thought he'd probably tell me this as well.
I mean, you could go and ask him. I don't think there's something there. Well, maybe honestly, we think that they might be some species of dinosaur that found these. Oh God, damn it, Mav! You are not chapter master of the Space Marines.
Uh,
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Kill pretty much whaps Adele on the back of the head like, you dumb shit.
All right.
I was just wondering how long it would take you guys to notice.
Can we get a Custodes with the JoJo music?
And
There we go. All right. Continue.
it might tell me, but maybe not. I guess I'll have to go talk to him. And
Is my voice going robot?
nope.
And
Okay, good. I saw my connection go down. All right. So, do y'all have anything else you need to talk with Father Sullivan?
So we know where we have to go then?
He pointed you the direction you need to go.
Okay. And Kel has nothing to talk to Father Sullivan about?
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyone else?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you make your way out of the camp towards the tribe. Who do y'all want to lead the way through the jungle?
Who's
I'll
best
do
in
it.
survival?
Not me.
Well, my wisdom's not.
Golemov shakes his head. He's like, I have not spent much time out in the woods.
Meat shields first.
I'll go first.
Up,
Okay.
puppy. Come on, up.
All right. Y'all are traveling for your first day. I'm going to need you to make a survival check for me, Kongol.
All right, time to make the party pissed at me.
As you're walking your way through the jungle,
You get attacked and eaten by giant cobra?
I mean, the first episode I got almost eaten by a frog. So
I did get eaten by a frog. Well, I didn't get eaten, but I got killed by a frog.
Well,
You
not
got
down.
by a frog.
And then I got killed by a fireball, too.
oh yeah, let me close that
Why
down.
did you get so loud all of a sudden?
He changed
I-
mics.
Oh. I have to
Do you
rebalance.
need
them.
are we gonna need a marching order for this?
Give me a sec.
I didn't want to be tied to my computer, so I switched to my phone.
As long as you're not in the bathroom,
How
I
do
think
I
we're okay.
add him to the? Oh, yeah, just drag his character.
I was
into
filling a water pitcher, if you heard that.
I did.
So let me.
All you hear is plop, plop in the background.
I'll be back. I'm gonna smoke a
Right.
cig real quick.
No, I'll mute myself if I go in the bathroom.
There we go. There's Red Thor.
Wireless
And then there's. Boom. There we go. All right. So now all of you are in the party sheet. As you're making your way through the forest, you suddenly hear a rustling, and you walk into a clearing.
Or do I hear Pokemon battle music?
Let me. How can I drag your stuff?
Is there a battle
The
map?
music changes from bright instrumental jungle music to rumbling drums and battle music.
Boom, 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 boom,
Pretty
boom, boom,
much.
boom, boom. That beat of the wardrobe. This is not pirate.
Okay, this map is kind of big.
Yeah, it's not. It was one of the best
No,
ones I
this
could
map is
find.
actually small.
It's actually a pretty small map.
Hey, it works.
Exactly. Let me get your. There we go. So, okay. Golmov. Kill. Kongol. Nil. Red Thor. Gammon. Where is his character? Why isn't he added to the combat tracker?
I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome back. For some reason, it didn't add your character. There we go. All right, there we go. Elendil Strongbow has also been added. All right, set yourselves into your marching order.
Well, I was in
Oh yeah, your
front,
steel
so-
defender. 'Cause you got that thing. Waifu bot.
FUBAR. Yeah.
Congo, kill. Then I guess start out from there.
2. So there we
You're
go.
not in front.
New.
Oh,
There you go.
I
As
was
you're
right
walking
next to
through the jungle, you notice a. Let's see. Add those to there.
Are we following that trail?
Yeah, you're pretty much following a trail through the jungle that Father Sullivan said, "Hey, this should lead you to the."
Yeah. Unless he really specifies the special design, usually marching order is just a line.
Mm-hmm.
You currently see that group. Yeah, Pokemon battle music plays. All right, and then let's
And copyright strike across the entire stream. Oh,
roll your initiative.
I don't want to scary.
Kongol, I choose you.
I choose WaifuBot.
Congo's not going first with his speed.
Okay, and then let's see, where is Nil? Okay, so Steel Defender goes after you.
I am way at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. All right. You see a group of Yanti. They look fairly human, but they have like more snake features to them, like there's scales and other things on their body.
They're not Lamias?
They're not Lamias.
Okay.
So, all right. Let's see. Next actor. Okay. Feet. 5, 10.
Wait, that's boss battle music.
Kongol, use Tail Whip.
He doesn't have a
Congo
tail.
ain't first. And I don't have a
You watch
well,
as
Improvise.
the first one opens up with a short bow
Oh.
targeting Kongol.
yay!
Kongol, use Harden.
And it gets one attack. A hit. And some damage.
You love hitting right on my AC.
It hits.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next one's going to take a shot at kill. Oh God.
Oh damn! Now I
Critical
don't
hit.
feel that bad.
Wrist blow. Target's hand is removed at the wrist with a slashing, or wrist broken with a blunt or pierced with a piercing weapon. So it's an arrow, so it pierced your wrist. Some effect to wrist related to the type of damage. 50% chance of either main or offhand. Tristan, roll a percentile for me.
Percentile.
Yep. So which do you want to be? Left or right?
Left.
Is this one? Okay. So your left hand is now disabled.
Oh, good thing my fucking shield is strapped to my actual arm itself instead of to my hand.
Yep. But it
Goes
would be
clean
hard
through
for
the
you to
shield.
cast spells right now. So, and then the damage.
Half my
And
HP.
then, yep. That's a crit. And Red Thor, you're going to get hit by the third one. For a miss.
Wasted all of its loaded dice on kill.
All right. Elendil. Or Elendel. It is your turn. What are you doing?
Hold on. I'm looking over my spells real quick. And what is the range? How far am I away from them?
A bit of distance.
Whoops. Control click on one of them, and it'll show you your distance.
60. Okay. So if I cast jump, it says jump distance is tripled until the spell ends. So what would be my jump?
Thank you, Mav, for making me look shit up.
Making it
At least
difficult
we
for
waited
her.
for 2 hours this time.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to Player's Handbook.
What happened to the Space Marines we were with?
They left. They left you as you were.
They had to go squash some heresy.
Pretty much.
Had to go glass some people. Got it.
Let's see what it is. A jump. What is a jump?
Sprinting action?
I'm trying to think of what a jump is.
Darn.
I'm not seeing
I
anything
remember
about a
hearing
jump.
this just a few weeks ago.
Healing, stabilizing a creature, temporary hit points, controlling a mount of
Like,
combat.
It's based off movement.
Yeah.
I just can't remember. Your jump is equal to
All right, let me pull up
a portion of your movement.
Yeah, I know.
I think was it half?
And D. When you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before doing the jump. When you make a standing high jump, you can only jump half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear at jump on the jump costs a foot of movement.
So I can jump 3 times my regular jumps. So can I move and then jump?
If
What
you
is it?
move 10 feet and then jump, then you'd be able to jump 3 times whatever. What did it say? 3 plus your strength modifier?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to do that, but I need to find out how far I can.
It's 3. You jump. If you leap into the air, it's 3 plus your strength modifier. So
that's 5.
And 3 times that would be 15.
Okay, so I can go 10 plus 15.
That'd be 30 feet.
Thanks to my boots, I could jump 30 feet as well.
Mm-hmm.
So each one of these squares is what, 10?
5.
5.
Unless
Five.
moving through somebody.
Okay. So if I went 1, 2,
I think the only place the thing changes is when we're in naval combat. Then the squares become 10s instead of 5s.
5,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can move diagonally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10.
As long as you're unimpeded.
And then on top of that,
As long
I
as
get
you're
how many
bishop.
squares? 15.
Huh?
I got to move 15 squares or 15 feet after this movement.
Yeah.
So 1, 2. I'm gonna go here. 3.
Okay. You watch as Elendil takes a jump, and then you cast that spell on yourself, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is your turn done.
Yep.
All right.
Right,
Make
back
sure
in
that is
really
make
puppy.
sure that your spell has been logged in your spell log, please.
Mhm.
All right. Kill. It is your turn.
Okay, that's 40 feet. Uh, five, 10, 5, 40. And kill the javelin at this guy.
Okay. That's a hit. And some damage. Good hit.
Mhm.
All right. It is Golomov's turn. All right. Golomov is going to move up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is going to... Actually, which one did you target?
I targeted 3.
Yep. He's going to put some damage on that one that you hit.
And are
He's
these
going
trees like palm trees, or they're just regular like
jungle trees.
Okay.
Just insert random jungle tree here.
The tree is tree shaped.
All right. He has... Where is it? Ah, there we go. And it does not increase until 5th level. Okay. All right. He is going to cast Eldritch Blast for a hit. And some damage.
So.
Kongol,
16
your
damage.
turn.
Yeah. Uh, 30. Unless I'm horrible at math. You're going to rage because who likes being shot with an arrow? Just a normal rage, though. Once I remember buttons. Hey,
Mhm.
buttons. Hey, there's your button.
All right. Let me add that to you. Rage. Just regular rage.
Just regular rage.
Mhm. Yep, there we go. To Kongol. Boom. Raged.
And now, time to swing.
Nat 20. Just a regular crit.
Drop damage.
Lots of damage.
That's a lot.
I'll go
Of
smash a
damage.
feminine fucker.
Okay. That's Kongol's turn.
Oh.
Oh, nope. Go
Sorry.
There we go.
My bad.
I forgot.
I went to hit it myself, and
you're one of the few people that does it. I forget. All right, Nil, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Nil things.
Yep.
Pretty much going to have to move in order to target anyone.
Well, yeah. I can still technically hit them, but not with any of the normal shit. So I'd have to move to
And don't forget, you have orders for Steel Defender.
I don't want to move here. Shoulder me gun. Steel Defender's just told to go and help Kongle kill whatever the hell he's attacking at the moment.
As you wish, Master.
Good job, Wayfoot. I gotta scale the map around. I need a bigger screen.
You can always resize it. Oh yeah, for your actual screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
There's just too many fucking windows open all at once. Then
A hit.
hit it. Oh,
Heavily wounded. Good job. Or it's wounded. All right.
I at least hit the broadside of the barn.
All right. Steel Defender's going to rush its way over to help Kongle. So
That may be your furthest shot yet.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Well, I hit it within my. Wait a minute. Hold on one sec. I need to double check something really quick before we get too far.
It has
Yeah.
40 feet of movement. It would still have to run to get up there to help him.
No, I'm just double checking really quickly. Range 40 and then 120. So okay. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to like redo it with this instead, just in case. I'm within effective.
Continue on.
Yep. Red Thor, what are you going to do?
Can't do very much from back there, Red.
I know, I'm looking at some stuff real quick. Movement speed is 30.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And these are what, 5-foot squares? Well,
Yes, they are.
Is Steel Defender where it is? Am I able to shoot over them? Healthy, or are they about the size of a person?
You could. It's not going to be a disadvantage to shoot there if you're shooting at that target.
Yeah, pure blood too.
What are you casting your
Oh,
turret?
I'm thinking about it.
Think faster. Okay, Miss Jeopardy.
No, I'll save that for some other.
Yeah, because you can only do it once per day.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a hit.
Gasmon characters who's
That's the one thing I forgot to build up was your arcane turret. Range spell attack.
Let's continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Ganmon
Next turn.
belongs to what character or what player?
Gammon
Gammon?
is B-Run.
B-Run.
Okay.
All right, I'll work on that later. All right. It is the Yanti Malison's turn. For reference, this is what it looks like.
Holy shit.
Yep. All right. It is going to... It's going to move over here to Kongol.
Hi.
And it is going to hit you with its scimitar. First attack.
Oh, not the
Crit.
blue shell, not the blue shell, motherfucker.
Well, someone's having a good night.
And second attack.
Oh, it finally
Hit.
downloaded.
All right. That's its turn. Gammon, your turn.
Be around.
Yeah, I'm here.
And this is still the first round, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Well,
Yeah, you still got a little bit.
Oh shoot, where's my spell here? There it is. How badly wounded does Congo look?
I'm,
You can't tell him your exact number.
yeah, you know,
He's wounded.
I'm a little bloody.
Not quite vitally challenged.
Those last attacks probably hurt quite a bit. He's pretty heavily wounded, so you can see some cuts and some of those arrow wound.
Wasn't your wound on kill not Congo?
Congo
Well-
got shot too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, the only two damaged people is Congo and Kill.
Tanks.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
I figured I was just out of range.
Let's see. I will. Does this group of people? Does this Malison look like the leader?
Yep. He looks a bit stronger than the other three. And his snake features are a little bit more pronounced.
He's the biggest.
He is the biggest snickus.
I was about to ask, do snakes even have penises? And
Yes, they have a two-headed penis.
so they're double dildoing.
They all succeeded that? Jeez.
Yeah. What'd you try and cast? Oh, Bane.
Bane?
Ooh.
I can't believe they. What did I roll? Or what did they. Jeez.
16, 19, 22.
Man. Well, hopefully that used up some of their good dice for the night, because good grief.
I don't know.
I don't think
One
there's
got
any.
two of them got criticals, so I doubt it.
All right. Are you going to move? Or are you going to stay there?
No, but I'm going to use a bonus action to put. Congo, what's your defense? I know it's lowered because you're raging.
Actually, it's not lowered because he's raging.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was
actually,
less.
it's higher because I'm raging.
He doesn't have that rage.
Well, I don't have an extra armor for my rage. That's what you're asking. I take reduced certain types of damage with rage.
Well, I can only put this on one person, and you're going to get it because you're in the middle, so. There you go.
You feel the power of the sea giving you a warm embrace. All right.
I will also. I will move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll move up to here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How do you figure out what your proficiency bonus is?
It's on the first page. At this level, for pretty much everybody, it's like 2, I think.
Yep.
She's
All right.
for what?
Okay, +2.
This Yanti is going to move around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Just +5.
And it's going to take another shot at Kongol. For a miss. This one's going to attack Steel Defender.
Oh, waifu bot.
Well, she's right up in front of it. For 1 miss. 1 hit.
Five damage.
This one's going to attack Kongol. For a miss. And a miss. Elendel, it is your turn.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I can move 10, so I can move 10 and then do an action, right? Or is 10 considered my action?
You can move 30 in your action.
Yeah. You can
Move
take your
further
movement.
counts as dash.
You have a movement action, a standard action, and a bonus action.
But if I go the full 10, that's my full action.
You don't get to do 5-foot adjustments unless you are in combat, and those are your movement actions.
1. So I'm right there, right?
You're moving towards the back?
Yeah.
Where'd you start at? Oh, over there. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Are you dashing?
Hmm.
Because you can't move
Yeah.
like that unless you're dashing.
Oh.
Unless
Well,
you're doing that whole jump thing again. And does jump last more than that turn?
Hold on one second. Let me see. Casting time 1 action, duration 1 minute. Oh, so I can do it. Okay, so I'll do a half move, which is 5.
You need to move 10 feet if you're going to do like the full jump. So move your full 10.
Okay.
Because this is you basically getting that running step.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I can jump 3 squares, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Hopefully he doesn't notice me.
That's way too much, dude. Because from where you started... So in total, if you're going to do your jump, you have 10 feet plus triple your jump, which adds another 15.
But each square is 5, right?
Each square is 5.
Uh-huh.
So in total, you have 2 plus 3, that's 5. And that gives you...
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because you're doing your jump, and then, yeah, if you have the other
6,
2,
7,
your other...
8.
That's 4, so you have 9 squares of movement right now. Because of your jump spell. You only have 9.
Oh, I only get 9?
Yeah, you only have 9 squares of movement right now.
Only.
He's a jumpy elf, which everyone else is just rolling their eyes like elves.
Okay, and then I'll jump 1, 2.
Okay. Okay.
And I take it since I'm coming up behind them, they don't know that I'm there yet.
Oh, they know you're there. They saw you jumping around.
They
You're
saw
not
your bunny
stealthy at
hopping
all.
ass.
You're basically that kid in Call of Duty who jumps in combat. They're currently focused on something else. And you're not flanking. Because you have to be a direct diagonal from someone if you're going to flank. So you can't flank 2 targets.
Could go here, and then you'd be flanking one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
But that's my full action, right?
That was your action to move.
Okay, so I get another action. So
You get your attack. You don't get multiple actions. You have a movement action and a standard action, which is your attacks.
And then your
you have a
bonus.
bonus action.
Okay. So I'm going to attack him with my longsword.
Okay. That's a hit. And then roll your damage. Okay. All right. Anything else? Or that's it?
But I can take a bonus action, right?
Your bonus action, there's certain actions that are bonus actions. Not everything is a bonus action.
Okay, what would be considered a bonus action then?
Like your spells and other things like that.
Okay.
Maybe. Some of them maybe.
Some
you
of
have to
them.
look at them.
You have to actually look at the spell, and it says if it's a bonus action or a standard action to cast.
So casting time, 1 action.
Yep, you can't do those.
Okay. Cantrip.
Yeah, know your cantrips. Firebolt, nope.
Do I have any?
I don't think you have any bonus actions, dude. Nope. I don't see anything as a bonus action.
Okay.
It's all right. You whacked him pretty good.
Yep.
Okay.
Kill. Your turn.
Kill is going to charge Allison, and Divine Smite activates.
Okay.
Hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I roll another one for the
Okay, so
charge, and Smite. Get 2d8.
Okay. It is now wounded. That hurt. Golomov's turn. Golomov is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move there. And he is also going to start peppering that Malison. And he's actually going to use one of his better spells. He is going to... You watch as his tattoos start to glow that greenish color. And he
He's going
thrusts
Super
his hands out towards the enemy. And it succeeded. Fuck. Let's see. And then, yep, the damage. So it's going to take half damage, but it's... Ugh. Let me see if he can actually figure this out. Let me roll an Arcana. Nope. All right. That's his turn.
Smacky. More smacking.
Dead.
I killed it.
Good job.
Next.
Nil, it is your turn.
If I shoot, I'm disadvantaged, aren't I?
Say that again, Kyle?
No. If I shoot from here, I'm disadvantaged, correct? If I'm aiming for the number 2?
Let me close some windows. You can move up a little bit.
Then I can't shoot my gun.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you're going to shoot number 2, that's kind of hitting through a good chunk of that square.
For 1.
I can't.
Oh, he's
No
got
matter...
range.
It doesn't matter about range. It's a disadvantage because I'm shooting through another target. If I try
Yeah,
to shoot the other one, I'm going to be shooting through kill.
yeah.
No, you won't.
I'm still at disc because that's over 40.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
His gun doesn't have that long a range, remember?
I can hit up to 40 normally, and anything after 40 is disadvantage.
Yep.
Should attack
And
sharpshooter.
if I move, I can't reload.
Yep. So yeah, it's gonna be a diss.
Roll those fucking dice. Dead.
Still a hit.
One was a 15, one was the other one was a 14. Dead.
It's dead. Good job.
Cool. And that's my attack action. I use my move action. Bonus action. Waifu bot to attack Pureblood 1.
As you wish, master. She's gonna move up and take a punch
Kidney punch.
Shit, I closed the map.
for a miss.
Can you put the map back out? I fucking closed it by accident.
Boom. There you go.
Okay.
All right, Red Thor, it is your turn.
Hmm.
bagged out.
You do have spells.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
How do you have 3 second level spell slots?
Don't ask me. That happened when I hit level 4.
Maybe his specialty gets something different? I don't know.
believe so it's all overarching. Just keep playing your turn. I'll fix it.
Heavenly Tech Support's going to correct it.
Yep.
Come back and revive one of the characters that was hit by damage that shouldn't have been hit by.
He'll just have it so his
Yep,
stun comes
2
back as a
cantrips
revengeance.
and 3 first level.
Actually, no.
I always count spades. Good job, partner.
No. Yeah.
I guess
I'll wait till it's not your turn so it doesn't fuck with it.
Whose turn?
There we go.
It's Red Thor.
Okay.
Smack it, Red.
Yep, and about to. But decision.
You should only have 2 weapons out. 30-20. Heavy.
Okay. All right. There we go. Now I can fix this. Okay, so you have 0 second level spells and 3 first level. Boom. There we go.
He has less than me.
You only have 3 first level spells as well.
No. 3 first, 1 second.
That should not be that way because you're only 4th level artificers.
All I did is I drug the register thing on top of the other one.
No, I got you. I'll fix it. Let me get done with my turn. Okay. All right. One action.
Yeah, you should only have 3 first level. 5th level is where you get 2.
All right, he looks at kill, and he is going to cast. You suddenly hear a voice as he looks at you. His eyes kind of start to glaze over.
All right.
Nope. Didn't want to do that like that. That's not the way that works. Tell him to cast it first. All right. And you're gonna make a wisdom save. There we go. Now it goes through. You hear a voice in your head now telling you, "Fight for me. These are not your friends."
Anyway.
And you fall under the effects of suggestion. You suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range and can hear and understand you. He is speaking common. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner that the course of action sounds reasonable. Asking a creature to stab itself, throw itself on a spear, immolate itself, or do some obviously harmful act ends a spell. The target makes a wisdom save. You failed on a failed save. You pursue the course of action to the best of your ability. So you will fight to defend the Malison. And it finishes when the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do.
So pretty much when all of them die. Pretty much.
Yep. You're going to keep fighting until everyone else is dead or the Malison is dead.
Hopefully the latter.
Mm-hmm.
What I hear is gangbang the Malison. Got it.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
All right, Gammon, your turn.
But you got to role play it
let's
like
see.
you're actually trying to eliminate targets.
Let's see. All right.
Roll an Arcana.
Ooh.
Wait, what spell did you try and cast? Oh, Sacred Flame? Yeah, never mind.
God damn, these fucking things are...
Actually, yeah, roll an Arcana for me there, Gammon. See if you can figure this out.
Nope.
All right, it's Pureblood's turn.
And Caleb can't do anything because he's charmed currently. Under the influence of some spell.
And she is going to pull out her scimitar and hit. Damage. Miss.
Good job, Waifu.
Elendel, your turn.
The jumpy person.
Yep. So the Yanti Pureblood 1 is facing Steel Defender?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, let's go in here. 2, 3. And we'll engage the Malison.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to slap chop him.
Hit.
Okay. Damage. Fuck. 6 points. Not bad.
That's some damage. All right, Kill. You have to protect the Malison.
Yeah. Kill's
That is your course
eyes.
of action.
Kill's eyes are glossed over, and he pretty much backhands Red Thor.
Mm-hmm. It's a hit.
I'm so glad I'm on his list.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I have a +5 to
A +5 to your what?
AC. Shield.
Oh,
No.
you cast that as a reaction?
Yep.
Oh, so yeah, that is ignored.
All right.
That would be.
Not dead yet.
There you go.
Oh, you cast a spell
Add
shield?
the
It's a
So
reactionary.
before they complete those to help those rolls go through, the second they're like, I'm going to attack that person, do your reaction thing. So I don't have to do this. All right. That damage did not go through. Which I would think. Wait, let's see. Let's see. The hit was a 17.
What's his
What is
AC?
your AC?
AC is 14, so
Yep, that would
19 AC.
19.
yep, you'd be good. All right. Any bonus actions that you might be able to use to help this Malison?
Not really.
Okay then. There we go.
Super critically self-destruct.
Do you have healing pots?
Shut up.
He does have a healing action,
Mm-hmm.
but he didn't use it.
It's not a bonus action.
Ah, but he's
It is
trying to
not.
keep him alive.
It
No.
is. You are trying to keep him alive.
You got to role play it, dude.
You
But it's the
I
he
mean,
could heal himself. You know, he has to stay alive in order to help the other guy.
or he
Like-
could heal him.
he did.
He could have used
and
his
it's
healing
also
spell.
the words that the Malison used in the charm.
Yeah. Some of
These are not your friends.
Fight for me.
Fight for me. Fight. Not heal me. Fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Golomov is going to try and hit the Malison.
He misses and crits Red Thor in the back of the skull, thereby paralyzing him.
And he's going to use his last spell for the day.
Flame strike.
Automatic miss.
Oh, shit. Oh.
He
Well,
missed.
just a fumble. You watch as a course of lightning shoots out from Golomov into the trees.
It starts a fire.
I just like to think there's like a golf fucking commentary in the back. It's like a little bit tricky putting.
No, it's actually
And
it goes like a Tesla ball as he holds his hands out to shoot the lightning. It just goes right up into the sky.
It almost hits the target, just instant 90s up.
He's like a Tesla coil right now. It's like
God, he could have hit fucking 4 of us.
all right, Kongol, your turn.
Time to smash what Congo does. Apparently, I'm not doing
Ormus.
that very well right now.
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
And Nil's going to have to move in order to do anything.
I thought I hit the button, so for safety, I'm not going to hit it again. To go down to Nil's turn.
I got you. There we go. Nil, it is your turn.
It's your turn, Kyle.
He's
I know.
doing it.
Yeah.
If you haven't, I don't know if you guys can see the magic 10-foot
I-
box.
I saw it.
I can see your oil stain.
So I'm just going
Basically,
to.
Steel Defender pissing on the ground.
Steel Defender, relieve yourself. Okay,
Pretty
so
much.
bonus action. Steel Defender's now going to attack the Malefa, whatever.
Malison.
Allison. That thing. Mr. Lizard Dick. Attacking Mr. Lizard Dick.
Okay.
And I'm casting Grease in that square, if you can see where it is,
Mm-hmm.
which requires all of them to do deck saves.
Yep.
Sorry, Dad Thor. It's about the best place I could do it. I could do it further, but this way it hopefully.
I think Red Thor's fine.
I think Tristan failed.
Mm-hmm.
So extra bonus is he's kind of
So here's one thing you
indisposed.
can do is when you're casting an area of effect spell like that, does it have a save under grease?
Like in the thing for it.
Mm-hmm.
It just says a save, but I bet his spell isn't set up right.
Probably not.
Probably not.
It actually is. DC
You know-
15 save. So you can target all those creatures. Mav, don't move yourself.
Oh no. I was gonna sit there and say if he actually targeted it in the middle of this one, he would have gotten half of this square, half of this square.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that though.
No, we
No,
do.
that's been
We do
already
by the grid.
disabled.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. If you target all creatures, you can
And
actually
then
just
hit cast.
hit the cast. It'll actually do the save.
You want me to hit it just as a
You
demo?
don't need to.
No, they already rolled.
No, yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
roll.
Oh, well, I guess you need.
But just for future knowledge, there you go.
Okay.
It's one of the few mages who casts grease.
So Malison needs to do his deck stick waving.
It's saved.
Motherfucker.
Save you from
And
anything.
the only person who goes prone is
Kill.
Tristan.
Kill. So let me add prone to you. Boom. You're now prone.
Now the next question is, next time, do I want to throw a fireball at that?
No.
No.
Yes, you do. And I have.
I heard Daka Daka.
All right, Steel Defender is going to move over to try and attack the Malison. Take an attack of opportunity from the.
True Blood.
Yep,
Don't worry, dude. I got Firebolt.
for a hit. It's 2 damage.
Pulled off part of the maid outfit.
And she is going to try and that one. Target that one.
Does it count as a flank if surrounded by like on all
It
sides?
It's a flank. It's a flank for Steel Defender. Well, actually, no, because it's not hostile. Or
Kills hostile.
Kill's not hostile towards it.
Oh, so it has to be perfectly
Mhm.
perpendicular. It can't be to the side.
Correct.
Oh,
Unless you have, and it's a hit. And she knocked the suggestion off of the Malison. Too bad Kill's stuck on the ground right now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Red Thor, your turn. You do have to repeat the save at the start of your turn because you're standing in the grease.
Yep.
That is a fail. You're now
Oh.
prone.
Right into the grease.
I did it more or less to kind of isolate Tristan from hurting more people. It allowed people to back away.
You suddenly slip and fall in the grease.
Oil wrestling? I hear oil wrestling.
Pretty much, yeah. You can use your
So-
movement to stand up, but you will take an attack of opportunity to do so.
Oh, that guy's still standing.
Mm-hmm.
He is still
Okay.
standing.
Yeah,
I push him.
I'll stand up.
Okay, 1 attack of opportunity. I have to do it on its turn.
Red Thor, why are you targeting Kill?
Huh? I shouldn't.
Oh, nope, that's wrong. That's me. Where is it? There you go. No, he's not targeting you. Scimitar. I'll just drag it onto you. Okay, that was a miss. He rolled really low. And you're standing up, so that removes the prone from you. Boom. There you go. You're no longer prone.
Am I now able to do
You
an
can attack.
right?
Yes.
Or miss.
Yep. All right. Malison's turn.
Come on, slip and fall. Slip and fall. Come on. I believe you, fat asshole.
You watch as he turns and looks towards Kongol.
Oh, so he doesn't have to do a dex save.
Oh, yeah, he does have to do that. Yep. Hold
Mhm.
up.
I was just like, what happened to the dex save? You made Redthor do it.
And he fell.
Saved by the grease.
Okay.
now we
So
get
he's going to
advantage
stand
on it,
back
right?
up.
Red Thor.
Red Thor, Kongol, and Elendil. You can choose to use your reaction to get the attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Yes.
All of them, yes.
Yep. All right, roll your attacks.
He
Miss.
slipped. There's like
That's
this
one hit from Kongol.
Hit from
And-
Red Thor.
Where do you set up the advantage thing?
You don't get advantage.
Oh, we don't?
It's a reaction.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, he is still prone right now, so hold up. Yep, my bad.
Still hit.
Yeah. It's a lot to keep track of. All right.
I helped.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Full hit.
Nine.
Now you drop it on the lizard dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that what I do?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, just drop it on him. Okay,
There.
that's a hit.
Now we all roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
Just because.
He's dead. He's dead.
Just
he's dead.
because.
Good
Just
Point
keep
succeeded
beating
by
the dead
11.
lizard.
Okay.
It's called
It's just-
double tap.
All right.
That's not double tap.
Gammon,
That's
your
just
turn.
hamburger.
I was facilitating the effect of all of us hitting at one time.
And that's
Why did it?
You can
Why
roll
did
an
I see-
Arcana check to figure out why.
Who? Who is the roll Arcana directed at?
These creatures are resistant to magic.
So I'm attacking with disadvantage then?
Pretty much.
Glad I didn't cast any spells.
With spells. You know this. Not everyone else. But you know this.
Proud
Yeah, I
to
got
be the only
Arcana.
not spellcaster.
I'm a spellcaster. Hello?
Did you attack with a spell?
No, but I saw him attack with a spell.
You wouldn't. You're not
Yep.
casting a spell. You can't make that that assumption.
Then what about Kill's attack for Divine Smite?
That went through.
That's on the type of your.
That's a damage thing.
Yeah. And it's on your spear.
Oh, longsword. this
Technically,
time.
it should have been
Oh,
half.
yeah.
Now that I think about it. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I'll remember that next
Joke.
time you use Divine Smite.
We did overkill it though, so.
There's only one left. Take
Alright.
him hostage.
Are you going to move at all, Gammon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marissa's.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right, let me make a... Okay, this thing's going to realize that it needs to get the hell up out of here. All right, let's see if Steel Defender can kill it with a attack of opportunity.
Oh, is it trying to run?
Mm-hmm.
Kick its ass, waifu butt.
She misses as this thing runs off into the woods.
Motherfucker.
Meow.
Waifu butt, you're a disappointment.
I've got the movement speed to track it.
Doesn't matter. Really.
You don't know your way through this forest. This thing bolted and was gone into the forest.
I mean, I couldn't take a reaction with my cross.
No.
Dang it.
It realized its people were down on its turn. So that ends combat.
Let the looting begin.
Let the healing begin.
Yeah, I'll do you. It's 10 after. I need sleep. I got a busy day tomorrow.
We're actually over time. Because that has been 3 hours.
Have a good night.
You did say they weren't going to
We
make it.
will set up camp for the night. So you'll all get your rest once we do that. You will have to establish watch during camp, and that's where we will start for next session.
Okay.
All right?
And
Because
then
I
you'll
too have
divvy-
to
you'll divvy
eventually
up-
get up early in the morning.
And then you'll divvy up the loot.
There's none.
There isn't any. You get loot when I say you do, and you get experience when, or you get leveled up when I tell you.
Yay.
These guys didn't have anything for you to really loot. Some old weapons and things like that, but monster weapons aren't anything for you.
I thought those greaves that guy was wearing and that bracelet he had on looked pretty good in that fucking picture. I was all like, man, those look sweet.
All right. Go ahead and stop the stream, Tristan.
I believe he's still away.
Oh,
But they did look as good as like in the picture, or they were rattier.
they were more tribal looking.
Oh, okay.
Damn it, the stream's not over. We can't be horribly racist. Damn it.
Yes.
Fuck purple
Someone
people.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Damn purple people taking our jobs.
All right.
Kick those fucking aliens out.
Uh,
Send them back to Mars. Make them pay for their own ship.
Okay, what
What
happened?
is
We're gonna build a wall around the Earth and make the Martians pay for it.
I say when we meet this tribe, we sit there and we tell them, hey, we're going to form our own independent nation, and we've got this island out there. Come on. We don't discriminate against anyone. And then all of a sudden, everyone will fucking attack us.
You could try.
Better get to riding, Warlord.
Let's go back to Stardew Valley. Before I hurt you for giving them
Okay.
ideas.
So was
Well,
that
actually not even really giving them ideas.
So was that
I did-
it, or what?
Yeah, that
Yes,
it's been 3 hours. We'll
Mm.
call it there. We'll continue.